Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today I will do the reading for the week from 26th of June to the 2nd of July. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so we comes to the last week of June now and the first 2 days of July. It's the good news, and I think you will be very excited when I analyze this. So on the main event of what we are stepping in, so on the 27th of June, Mercury stepping from Gemini into Cancer, and the Sun is already in Cancer. Now, Cancer is about home security, foundations, about self-management, about self-business management or home scale business or self-employment. So if you want to free yourself and pursuing that path, it's gonna be quite a number of good news, or at least there will be a positive pathway being shown to you if you follow the steps of being guided. And all these steps I already provided every day through our readings. So let me analyze why it's like that, because 27 Mercury goes in Cancers with a lot of messages, and around 29 up to the 2nd of July, Mercury will moving forward with the Sun at the same time. It's not 100% alignment, but it's still in the alignment energy with the Earth. So it indicates that your footsteps being, shined on right in front of you. So each step you take, the second step will appear. If you see what I mean. Did you see that video of Michael Jackson's Billie Jeans? So there's a golden step just on the path on the pathway, the sidewalk. That is how it feels like. Okay. Now, the tendency of this is, so remember we have that new moon in Gemini, and then the moon moving to Cancer to align your mind and your soul to match the new energy. And this is the only way if you want to unlock your new divine abundance, let's say that, because the only way is to change, and you have to change all the ways. The rule is always have to change from within, because the world around you reflecting what you perceive through your energies, right? But if you have done that, and we have the lazy but not so much weekend to indicate that as long as you keep on that faith, trust yourself, trust the plan that you design for yourself, and focus on what upgrading the skills, whatever that you want to increase for yourself, right? Then the moon on the 4th of July, it will be the full moon in Capricorn. Now the new energy is from the new mindset of how you see things, how you feel, how you want something, because obviously that you need to want something before you want to do it, right? So that's the logic of it. So the full moon is about bringing all these manifestations or your desire into something as a more tangible vision, manifestation. So that's why when Mercury is moving with the Sun, create that alignment for a couple of days, it feels like everything is getting clearer and clearer. It's like you're walking out of that misty morning and the sun starts to shine. So that is how you feel. That is what to expect. um, I want to say something. um, the Cancer, because it's also the eighth house for Sagittarius. That's the last thing I want to add. The eighth house is about sex, about intimacy, about share resources, about mutual support of the partnership. It can be a relationship, or it can be the co-working environment between you and someone. And Mars and Venus in Leo, so there will be a lot of like spicy things going on here, spicy in exciting ways, right? If you think about the trait of the house. So that's all I want to tell you, so you know what to expect. So depends on your situations, how much you want to change or improve your life, you will act accordingly. Okay, so now we will go to the cards and we will see what spirits have for us. Okay, so now let's go to the oracle cards as usual. I will start with the Starwood Astro for the 26th of June to 2nd of July. And I have the new date for the course next Thursday. It's around 7, half 7 in Canada, so it's gonna be half 8 in the US. So if any of you still have time or interested in the course, and I changed the name of the course too, to the Arcturian Light Council course, because it's kind of like various content, and it's kind of like the unique style that I came up with. So I prefer it that way. Plus I will have my guide to answer you some questions if you join the course. So if anyone interested and have time in the morning next Thursday, you can email me, or you can email me and we arrange a different time, because I can do one-on-one, because right now I still have time, but very soon when I'm busy I don't have time, then maybe the waiting list will be long. So if you can do it now, it's great, because it's time to learn the new things. Okay, so let's see what spirits have for us. Oracle cards. We have number 4, Cancer, Emerge. Now you see, actually, it's supposed to be emerge, not emerge. Emerge is also okay, but I prefer to call it emerge, like merging. So it's the time of, if you think about a 4, it's the stability, it's the new foundation that you are stepping in. But to step in that, you will have to, as like the golden step being shine, you will just have to be wise and see the clue and the hints of where the plan's trying to lead you to, and follow the steps, and you will right at the positions that you meant to be. And that's what Cancer is about, because it's kind of nurturing side, it's water. And merging, it's about, integration, it's about returning, getting into. And that is the Cancer and the 8th house is about. So this feel pretty good. So with this energies of reintegration, and with that Mars and Venus in Leo, there's a lot of chances you will meet someone potential, to be a soulmate, or even the soulmate as a friend, right? We don't need to always think soulmate as someone as a lover. It can be anyone, because soulmate can be even your pet. Depends on where the soul's incarnated in. So there will be, I think, there will be news or clarities or revelations, whatever that it comes your way, but it will give you something new so you can start to move the direction that you meant to take. So watch out for the signs of, whatever that you can detect around your environment, because signs are everywhere. Signs that literally, if you look into anything, it will be some sign in it. So, second card, let's see what we have. The Star Ancestors. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. There you go. Now this is quite something. As you remember, I used to say, because this card came out once and now it comes back. It is saying that you are at the lifeline, that you now ready to step into the next stage of your divine plan, and to allow it to happen, you will need some new things, or like a new tools. So it can be a lost wisdom that you store for yourself. It can be literally something you learn this life. That's what my course for, because if you want to learn something you can store away and bring it out and use next life, then you can join me. But if you're interested in something like more like aligned to your desires, your soul desire, like even cooking, for example, like crafting, making things, something more practical for your purpose, then yes, just go for it, because it either serves you well, because the universe always guide you to the best steps. So that's why we have to learn how to always respect the feelings and being aligned with it. It's time to turn down the volume of your ego, me. If you do that, you will be happier and happier. And the happier you are, the more chances you allow yourself to complete or overcome the challenges in your soul contract, because it measured by the level of your happiness when you get through something. So ideally, when you clear something, when you reach to the peak of that happiness, which is the peace of mind, you don't feel anything about it anymore, you don't think of it anymore, you even happy to welcome anything similarly on your way as a pattern, because you know exactly why you don't do it. Now that's when you reach to that level, you know that you are good to go. Okay, so let's see now. Love relationship, one card. I do see the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups too, the Nine of Cups. The love reading that we had on Wednesday was amazing. It's there. It's there. It's only wait for you to get yourself ready. So the question is now is about you. What have you prepared for yourself to be ready? Because the universe was, prepared for you, right? So there you go. You have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holidays time together. As I say, something spicy. I just can smell it. I can smell it, I can taste it, I can just even visualize how it looks like. Um, Imagine when you grew up and you met someone and you were still innocent, curious about love and how it feels like. That's how you're gonna be feeling, because the fact is you learn how to renew yourself by releasing the how I say, the all the fear, because you at one time you might think that it was something super ugly, toxic, horrible. But when you learn to release this, you understand. Then suddenly you realize that sorry, not you understand, but you realize that you got all the fear, and thanks to that, you now able to like to get that kind of stage of feeling bliss, because in a long time that you forgot about yourself, you forgot about the meaning of existence, you forgot about the goal, why you decided to come back here and do all this over again. So it's a process, but don't be hard on yourself. That is what I advise, if because it's a process. We don't know how far we are on this journey, because for some people, you might be new, so you start to figure out, learning, picking up some new skill this life. So don't question something like, do I have anything to bring with me from past life? Because if you have, it will come right the moment you need. But the moment you need, if you don't have anything to come back to you, that's the answer right there. That is the pattern, right? That's a sign of the game, how we play. It's just simply that it doesn't matter what comes or not. What matters is what can you do, because to be happy, we need to learn how to be practical and logical. So when we start to realize how to be happy with simple things, that's why I always make an example about choosing between coffee or tea, even small things. And then you will start to harvest bigger and bigger happiness and joy. Okay, now we will go to the tarot and we will see for the week 26th to 2nd of July 2023. Let's see what we have. Sorry guys, let me fix my microphone a little bit because it's... Okay, now that's better. Okay, so now let's see the tarot. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Challenge is the Nine of Pentacles. The home situation is here now. Your higher self wants you to know is the Six of Wands. There you go. So that's a challenge there. Think out of the box. Something just pops in my mind right away. There is something that you are stuck with. You cannot see through things because of the emotion. So there is something about past related emotion that you need to look deeper. Because now this is the sense of people sometimes trying to convince themselves that they over something, but the kind of like there's the karmic bond that you created. Doesn't matter if you were with the person before or not of other lives, but obviously the result is there is something like a very shadow trace that fluffy somewhere behind you. So sometimes you can see it, sometimes you cannot see it, but it's still there. So that is what it feels like. So your mentality, you have the moon. Wow, there you go. Um, the moon here is actually showing you something about. It's like the moon here is actually trying to work like the sun. But it working through the emotion to show you things because the Five of Cups in reverse. Actually, it's not quite. It's quite fair energy here. There's something about you comes to the understanding more about yourself, and this is what it's like. So let's see, the next week the moon will travel quite far because the moon will be from all the way from Libra to Capricorn. No, before Capricorn. So Capricorn was 4th of 7. So it was Sagittarius. So yeah, because the moon travel relatively somewhere before Capricorn or reaching Capricorn, so it will pass Sagittarius, and that will be some intuitive, sensitive kicks in for people here that I can predict. The Page of Pentacles, right? So in your environment, watch out for that because this is the challenge for people. What you want to, how I say, what do you think of the past for? What you were looking for? Because the Page of Pentacles here is actually your energy. There's some confusion here because that's because the challenge is the Nine of Pentacles. You will be surrounded by old ideas, old things, it's like it's very much about the material relations. You know that things comes to an end, but however, you feeling like if you have enough motivations to go out there in the storm, or like in the rainy, it's not rain. It doesn't rain yet, right? But you see the sky gray and dull, and there's a potential of rain and storm. So that is how you're gonna going through. And the overall outcomes, you have the Three of Swords, which is good. So let's see. The reason why I say which is good because the Six of Wands saying this is the process of releasing people. Now, if you can see it, you will be the Six of Wands, very, very, optimistic and more humble about where you're heading. But if you're not, you will end up as a Three of Swords. But this is not necessary about your relationship. So we will clarify it to see what is this about. So week 26 to 2nd of July, you have Five of Cups, you have the World. There you go. So that's why I say the Five Cups is being reversed because the energy is being like released. So the World is you stepping into that new shoes, new clothes, something of your manifestation. So think about, let's say, the new moon in Gemini. Around that time, I forgot what was the date, but think about what you were wishing for, because or what is the feeling What did you feel, or what did you see? I think the new moon is what, 18th of June. Yeah, think about the 18th of June, and you will see the tendency of where you're heading. If you're matching with that feeling and that pictures in your mind, you're in the right path. But if not, if you're still confused and struggle and running around, that's a lot to do with your homework, something that's missing that you not completed. So that is the Five of Cups about. It delays you, or more exactly, it delays the coming in of the blessings, the divine plan that you are manifested, or actually, you decided. You just, the whole common problem of human was about forgot. They forgot a lot. That's why whenever things happen, you always have to watch around left and right, west and east, north and south, and never trust yourself enough. But it's, I hope that along the journey, people will start to learn about it. But that's the reason why you need a very good guide. Because obviously that no one taught us these things, right? Unless you did all of that before. So the challenge is the hybrids. So this is exactly the Sagittarius energies when the moon, or even when the moon in Scorpio. It will trigger you exactly like that, because you're feeling like lonely, or you're feeling like there's something missing around you, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling how I say, impatient with yourself because of the moon energy. Now, when you in that kind of allowing yourself to stay out of the alignment with what you meant to feel, that is when the Page of Pentacles got the chances to work. So something trying to sneak back, or you want to go back to something, because that is the pattern, and that is exactly how the matrix tests you. So you will see now let's see the moon, what the moon's doing to people, because the moon actually trying to show you something. But if you can see it that way, right? So we will see the Hermit. There you go. So the moon trying to show you the path, or the method of evolution for your own soul learning. Because the Hermit is about the answer within. But that's why you are putting in the situation that you will be somewhere isolated, or a little bit like hermit mood, because that's a hermit, to have that chances to call out the inner abilities, or at least to reconnect to your inner self, so your guide can provide the next steps, the guidance. So if you resonate with that, if you're in that situation, then make sure meditate. Meditation is very, very good thing that I would always advise, especially since I started doing it. So now let's see, we want to see which one, the Six of Wands. Okay, let's see the message from your higher self. Six of Wands, Page of Wands. Literally, there is something missing that you not yet dig deep enough about what you have learned, because they want you to learn it with a deeper wisdom. something with more quality for your own good, because the purpose of what you are here is to learn and to clear your karma. So if you learn and you don't put your your own imprint in it to make it something your own wisdom, then a lot of high possibilities that when you exit the matrix, you will forget, nothing will be left. So we wasted this golden opportunity to make something our own, something belong to us. No one can take it away. Now, the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is clarified by Two of Pentacles. Someone really wants to talk to you, or you want to talk to someone. That is, now because it's the tendency, so it doesn't have to happen. It will be a lot. Depends on how you deal with your challenge, because the High Priestess, a lot of the time the moon triggers that from people to see if they are really fulfill their emotion. Because when your emotions is full and being, how I say, 100% yourself, no moon can trigger you. No Mercury can trigger you. No Saturn retrograde can trigger you. Because it's only the challenge when it's still the learning. So if you feeling like you've drawn to someone in your mind, that's a sign of they also being drawn to you at the same time, because the matrix works both ways. So be careful with emotions and how you feel, because you will see why the Three of Swords is here. So when you allow yourself to act randomly without giving it a thought before making decisions, sometimes it will lead you to a lot of big mistakes and disasters which already happened. If you knew it, if you've been through it, you would know what I talked about. So the Three of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords. There you go. I knew it. It's the releasing process. Now the Three of Swords is not necessarily about a heartbreak or a bad fallout or breakup. It simply symbolize the journey you had been through. The Three of Swords are the fuel that we were mentioning earlier. That was the fuel, and you will unblock your new start and journeys and being happy when you recognize and look at it that way. Okay guys, so this is all I've got for you. If you like what I'm doing, please like, share and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. If you would like to donate, please find the donate button in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you and bye bye.